Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR Main. Today we've got another Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup 2023 match. We've got brackets round 3 between Pi and Kademan. I'm Star with you comms today are Gilgamesh and Talon. Take it away here.
Hello, Talon. How's it going?
Gilgamesh, my friend, how are you?
I'm doing all right. So we got a game 3 here between Pi and Kademan. We got some standard boots going on, which everyone's very excited about. Also, quick thank you to Pichu for tracking. Merci, Pichu.
Yes, Missy. And thank you to Star for doing the work and putting on the restream for us. They've been pretty busy with restreaming a lot of these races, so definitely want to give a shout out to them for doing all the work. So, standard boots.
Yeah, standard boots. Wow.
See you in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a standard start here, random weapon at Uncle, and boots. So if you've been watching Randomizer at any point in time, you kind of know how this works. There's not a whole lot of exciting divergence happening at the beginning, but you can see. What do you think? What's our weapon gonna be today?
We were talking earlier about a lot of these standard boots being relatively fast. You know, some of the times are very straight scary. So let's say this start's gonna be. Let's just go with the same trend. I'll say hammer.
I'm thinking bow.
Probably forgetting that you can dash through bushes. It's fine.
How about nice cash boots?
All right, see you in 5 minutes.
I don't think you can dash through the bushes if it's not cash boots.
Oh yeah, well it's casual boots now.
Well, now it is, but
see, I just knew ahead of time. That's all.
Yeah. So yeah, nice casual boots seed here. We're gonna do casual boots things. I mean, this is the best case scenario, right? This is what you're hoping for. It's not exciting, but that's the weapon you want to see.
Yeah, I mean,
well, actually, is it though?
Yeah, because it really doesn't open a lot except for like back of Skull Woods, and
maybe you want to find like hammer or something.
Yeah, I would want something that I would actually bow would be what I'd want because you could just go right to Eastern depending if it's a crystal or not. Nice cape.
Well, now you don't have to worry about dying to the ball and chain guard.
Aga intensifies.
Also, yeah, my sword ball and chain guard fight has gone down the toilet the past couple of weeks, so maybe I would rather have it. But
yeah, we see Kademan open up about a screen transition of a lead here, but Pi did farm a little bit, trying to find some magic and or bombs. So
Kademan having a slightly cleaner escape generally, though.
Yeah, it is. So while our runners push through the escape, let's take a look at how they got here. This is game 3 between these runners, I believe. Yes. Pi was able to start off in the second round, having a 6-0 record out of groups, and defeated Sawyer 2-1 to make it to this area. Kademan defeated Avidius Naso in round 1, and then 2-0'd New York Rambler in round 2 to make it here.
Yes, as Star notes in chat, Kademan took game 1 in this series, Pi taking game 2. I believe game 2 was in Vrosia. I don't remember what game 1 was.
Yeah, Star's got it, but I thought it was McBoss as well.
Yeah, Kademan definitely opening up a bit of a lead here in escape. Again, nothing insurmountable, but, you know. So what do you? I mean, this is sword. I mean, this is casual boots, right? So you're kind of looking to hit a 530 bare minimum here, I think.
Yeah, I feel like with casual boots, 530 definitely is the top bar you're really trying to stay under. Ideally, our runners, I mean, we've seen some of the really experienced runners knock this out in right around 5, which is very impressive. I am not there yet.
No, I mean, I'm looking generally for like a 515-ish for me personally, but...
Oh, yeah, if I can hit a 515, I'm pretty happy, so... But yeah, 530 definitely is where you wanna start trying to set up at least.
Farming for bombs here. I don't agree with this. I will say right off the bat here, you can bonk that rock and get a bomb. You don't need to do this.
Yep. The stacked bonk rocks to the left of the fortune teller near Kakariko will always have a bomb if you hit it from the left or right. So
hey, nice bow in the back of Escape.
We were just talking about that.
Also, the fillet.
The fillet. I mean, Aga further intensifies, right? Bow, cape, 5 hearts, sword. That's like the greatest escape ever.
Alright, so Cademan making that in just about 520. Pretty solid.
Yeah, I'll take a 520.
Hi, you can just dash to the rats, you know. I'm just saying.
Hey man, come on, get dunked on.
Rush Eastern. Listen, you gave me this loadout. I am 100% rushing Eastern.
100% rush. Yeah, 5 hearts, sword, and a bow. Yep. I mean, hold on.
I also noticed Pi did not open the Sanctuary chest, so I'm assuming was tracking items there, and that was our map. I wasn't counting myself, but...
Let me tell you what I'm going to open every time regardless. Because I am a coward. This second I don't open it, it's got something I need.
Ooh, $20 on the tree pull there.
Our tracker Pichu doing the smart thing, and I would map check before Easter. Nah, just gamble it. What's the worst that'll happen?
Nothing on the lumberjack ledge, so we are guaranteed to have to do Aga.
Lamp is just gonna be like in the drop down. It's gonna be like, well.
Lamp and Moon Pearl right here, and then you just say save and quit, go to Aga immediately. Cack skip.
I mean, it's game 3. Oh, well.
There it is. Let's go, baby. Listen, we got a bow. You can do some damage in pod here. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would. I mean, I wouldn't do it without a fire rod, probably, but I am very seriously considering it at this point.
Oh yeah, if I saw. Okay, so we have Green Pendant Desert, Pendant Hera, and Crystal Eastern. Yeah, there's something to be said that it's a game 3. Who's gonna make the right gamble to get an edge?
Let me tell you, as somebody who made a gamble in their game 3 to get an edge, it did not work out for me.
Okay, well, that's like one sample. Like,
I know, just being silly. Depends how you're feeling with the mode and everything too. Like, do you feel comfortable with this mode? Do you feel like you can out-execute your opponent? There's a bunch of things to take into account. Oh, good.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's true. And again, we were speaking earlier about how fast these modes have seemed to have gone. You easily could work yourself into, I've got to make a gamble, and then everything was just on the way, and you really shot yourself in the foot.
I mean, that's kind of why I would be inclined to, I wouldn't call it rushing Eastern at this point, but like, let me just get in the crystal dungeons and do those as fast as I can. Like, I am 100%, if I'm running this seed, I am 100% doing Eastern before South Shore here.
And Kakariko so far being full of random utility that may or may not be important with the mushroom and ether.
I got those arrows, you know.
But yeah, no, I completely agree with you as well. I 100% would be going to Eastern here after Kakariko. Probably going to purchase some bombs instead of dipping down in the well. Playing it a little bit safe, but there are some bombs in the well, it looks like, so not going to work out for him.
That's why you farm 2 bombs from the bonk rocks.
My guy. I mean, even if you use them both and you still have to buy some, you don't have to go back
That's
up.
fine. You don't have to double back, though.
That's right. Tell you what, Gilgamesh, you're pretty smart at this. What are you doing for League?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe just jumping into Invitational League, but I don't know. We'll see.
So good. No one's picked you up yet?
No,
Believe it.
Not yet.
No active recruiting? Hey, nice flute.
Nice flute.
Heck yeah.
Sweet. Oh, we got quite an arsenal 10 minutes in here.
Yeah, it's a very generous scene so far.
There's a lot of divergence you can do here, because there's a bunch of stuff on the mountain we can do now. You can go to Eastern, you can do South Shore. You could go turn in that mushroom.
Yeah, extra bombs sitting in the chicken hut gives probably a chance to do a little head shake there. Like, dang it, didn't need to buy them, but money's still pretty good shape for both our runners. We're not really strapped, so.
Map check from Kademan there. Didn't catch what was on the library, but I'm assuming it was nothing important. And oh yeah,
I don't know. I might grab that.
Yeah, I might grab that too.
Especially with Pearl and Boots, you can definitely water walk yourself into some fun spots. I did not see what that desert ledge was.
It's garbage.
Good. So okay, so we've got all this good stuff now, including access to the mountain, all of South Shore. Do you still rush Eastern?
Yes, I am still doing Eastern here.
Yeah, I still feel like I do Eastern here too. I mean, if you wait and potentially find a lamp, Eastern does get a little bit faster, but
not that much faster.
Yeah, not enough that it. Yeah.
Probably just blind checking this, gonna get that $300.
I wouldn't be that upset if I saw 300 sitting there if I blind checked.
No. I'd be like, hey, I got my Zora money now. Probably gonna go turn in that shroom. Yeah, I would probably wait until after I save and quit. Just in case I wanted to save scum it, but with the flute, it's harder to save and quit, so. We'll see. 10 arrows. Nice.
So here comes the part of the seed after we got stacked that we're going to find nothing for about 10 minutes, but we do get a little bit of a divergence here. Kademan deciding to head for the more traditional South Shore.
Without the money, I'd be more hesitant to do this on Kademan's part.
Right.
Alright. He got garbage in the back of Saha and flippers and a lamp. All right, Aga intensifies. Okay, Aga is like screaming right now. Hookshot, flippers, bow, like you could do everything in the Dark World.
Yeah.
But also, we have a million checks to do in the Light World too, so it's like it still doesn't really behoove you to make that rush yet with the entire mountain available.
Yeah, completable crystal that we now know is in logic because of the lamp. All the mountain and Paradox Cave and all that goodness. Yeah, as much as we were talking about it feeling like a good idea before, I don't think I could do it now. I got too much to check.
It's a tough call to make. Because you don't want to do that and then, like, even if it is an Aga required seed, you don't want to, like, leave your mirror or something on the mountain, which could make your Dark World routing better, or a fire rod, you know?
Kademan jumping straight down from a ledge as opposed to from an angle. Not going to have that water walk to run across the lake. Flippers makes it okay. You're not gonna get knocked out, but a little slower than it could have been. And I thought I saw that the stun price was a 20.
I did not notice. It might be.
I think he got a kill prize off a crab, but I thought he had stunned it first. Yeah, okay, so confirmed from chat. So that's great for Kademan.
Yep, easily get that 500 that way. Hey, there's another 20. Stunned the man under the bridge.
Shocking. So it looks like our Eastern Big Key is going to be vanilla today, unfortunately. So
I don't know. I'm still checking this chest regardless. I ain't one of those people.
yeah, I'd like to say those opinions are of Gilgamesh 501, and not necessarily the opinions of ZSR and or other staff members. So Kademan's gonna have to get one more. Kademan's gonna have to get one more stun prize to get their Zora money, but is gonna be able to get it. So that's great for them. Excellent. So yeah, not getting that 300 kind of worked out.
Yeah, but now Kademan doesn't have pod money. So did it really work out?
Just keep stunning.
Pi, open the chest. Wait, did he get all 3 items?
I can give you a solid maybe on that.
Was this the fabled perfect?
Oh,
Eastern?
look at that! Look at that! 300
nice
from
refund.
Zora. 60% back and pod money to boot. You're welcome.
Alright, so Kademan's gonna do Eastern here now as well. I got through the dark rooms with really no issue, so not gonna lose any time for not having that lamp. Alright, I'm assuming that means the big chest was just the map.
Both runners did pretty good tracking items in the escape, so I want to believe so.
So does Pi do South Shore here? Or does Pi go to the mountain? I think South Shore is the right call. Because if you find a hammer or something, then you can do Hera while you're first trip up the mountain.
Yeah, we know that the flippers are there, and that lamp is there, but showing their ability to get through dark rooms, probably going to be okay in here. Hera being a pendant, though, I'd be okay not dipping into it right now.
I'd be okay not dipping it, but I'd like to have the option available just in case.
Oh, yeah, if it came open that I could get into Hera, I'm beating it while I'm up here. Why not?
Especially if I have the hook shot. Yeah, like, let's go.
I've been playing way too much. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we're still 2 items away from regular Dark World access here, and they all both have to be up on the mountain at this point, so... You know, probably still looking like a Nega Seed.
Yeah. It feels even more like it now.
Just the items that we have that let us do so much stuff in Dark World is what would be, you know, red flags to me.
Mm-hmm. I've been playing way too many cross keys lately. You keep skipping doors. I'm like, wait, oh, never mind. Wrong mode. Get it out of my system.
I gotta play more cross keys. I haven't played cross keys in a while. I am rusty. Hammer and glove both in pen and pod. That's what I'm saying.
I do Aga. I'm 100% going into pod. I don't care what.
Oh yeah, with the bow. Yeah, me too. Nice rod. Ooh, bottle. Ooh, bottle.
Wicked hooks that strats from Pi there.
Uh-huh, very good.
Oh, okay. I thought he was too far down.
I thought he was too far to the right.
Despite what some people say, jump not free.
Alright, Caveman making their way through the upstairs of Eastern. Alright, see what we got on Spiral Cave, and it is nothing. So, yes, this is an Agaseed.
Yeah, the mountain
Pi doesn't know that yet, but...
Yeah, the mountain gave us some nice utility, but really didn't give us much of anything we had to have, unless the bottle's hiding something.
Sick Kid can't bail us out, because we still need 2 items.
Book. Book for desert.
That's disgusting.
Art. Oh, Sank art, never mind.
I don't think Pi has done Agina yet, either. I know Caveman did that right away. Yeah, but I think at this point, after you do South Shore and you're still 2 items away, you just skip Agina. Alright, so Pi gonna do South Shore, Caveman gonna do the mountain, and then we will converge on another required 4-minute dungeon where there's no interesting things to talk about.
Yeah, if I'm Pi, I still do these checks as well. There's no really better time that you're going to fit these in.
It's fairly dense. Like, 4 items in Zora is still... And you don't want to orphan that forever, especially if it's a sphere 2 in this case, I guess? Or 1?
I don't know how those things work. Is it on the way? I'm going to get it.
I think 0 is everything you can get with bombs. Just bombs and nothing else. So it looks like Pi might ignore under the bridge here, because it didn't set up the water walk.
Well, yeah, flippers, so, you know.
Yeah, but it's faster.
I was going to make a comment about Pi not giving a care that running on water is faster than swimming, but...
Alright, alright.
Yeah, and if anyone ever feels at any point that we're dogging on Pi too hard, deal. He's our friend, and we're going to dog him.
He is our league teammate. We're here specifically to dog him.
Yeah, if we're not here to dunk on him, we're not really teammates, so...
Okay, so yes, chat confirming. Sphere 0 is everything you start with, Sphere 1's everything you get. Okay, so then Zora would be Sphere 2.
Cademan grabbing that blue mail and bottles out of Paradox, getting the sweet sprite change. Gonna go into Paradox, get their hot nothing, and then yeah, we'll see them rush toward Aga.
Pi gonna get his nothing from Zora, and then probably rush toward. I really hope Pi doesn't go to check Agina here after this, because I think that's a mistake.
I would agree. You know that one item's not gonna bail you out at this point.
I'll check Sick Kid before going to Aga. I would probably do that. I think it's quick.
Oh, especially with the flute, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. Alright, well, get hecked, Sick Kid. So both players leaving exactly one. Well, I guess we'll see what Pi does after Zora here. But Cademan leaving Sick Kid, Pi potentially leaving Agina. We have a. Oh, Pi, don't do it.
Oh,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it,
dude.
What do you think you're gonna find here? Cademan out of arrows, actually, so that makes this a little bit slower. Because you have to do this with Fighter Sword.
Yeah, pretty good from here on out until it gets to the red guard room. But yeah, unless they find some random arrows dropped somewhere, this is gonna slow things down just a little bit. You deserve that, Pi.
Why are we walking out? Why are we walking out? Pi, please!
There'll be an opening on an Invitational League team. Keep your eyes glued to Discord. Yeah, Tracy in chat does bring up a point. If that happened to be the hammer, that's a clearable pod. And if it is even just one thing that's important, it could get super isolated for a long time if you don't go get it.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know. I would take that gamble.
But it's just so slow.
Now, Cademan's got Ether, so I guess that sort of helps here? I don't know that it helps that much.
Yeah, with Blue Mail and 8 hearts, I feel like you'd feel pretty safe in this without it. But, I mean, you don't have to chase them all over the place.
I would just use Hook Shot at that point. It's faster to stun them. All right, how many blue balls we got today? I'm going to say 0. I'm going to be nice.
This seed's been pretty nice so far. Our runners are not suffering.
I don't know. If I'm not hitting Dark World until half an hour in on a standard boot seed, I'm not feeling great.
Right, but you've already got your bow, your hook.
I understand that. I don't know. This is a weird one because like now you do have a lot of options in Dark World too. Like, do you go straight to pod and hope that there's something there? Do you clear the rest of the Dark World? Hope you can find a hammer before you go to pod? Like, there's a lot on the table now.
Yeah, that's a great point too. Like, part of me, I mean, the meme is always there's something in pod, right? And it's such a defining thing at the end of the race. How many times have we heard it? You know, in an interview, if I just would have gone to pod sooner, you know,
should have zigged when I zagged. Yeah.
Right, and you know that's Rando in a nutshell, essentially. But in this case, you know, if you just wait till you find the hammer, then it's a 1 dip out of a potential 2. So it's I don't know. Yeah, if it's pendant pod, I go 100%, no questions asked.
Yes, agreed.
Especially knowing that it's not the green.
Yeah, if I can get everything except for the boss, I'll go ahead and do it then. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple scenarios where, you know, if you find the mirror in pod, it makes the rest of your Dark World routing a lot cleaner. But then if you go somewhere else and find your hammer before you do pod, it makes that a lot cleaner. So it really could, it's, you know, it's rando.
Well, it's even more than that. And you go into pod to find your fire rod. Now you can do Skull Woods. You know,
Right.
it's, you know, even if you go into pod and you find another sword and then find your fire rod on the way to Skull Woods, it makes that moth fight so much faster.
Probably not even trying the hook dash.
I wasn't counting, but I'm going to assume it was at least 4, so I win.
It was a few. All right, Pendant Thieves Town.
And Thieves Town, gross.
All right, well now you have a decision to make. What's it going to be?
All right,
Rush
so
Catfish?
before they get out of the screen, what do you pick, Gilgamesh?
I would probably still do pod here, I think. I think the bow is suspicious to me because it didn't lead to anything in Eastern.
Yeah, I would skip it. I would cross the river. I know me well enough that I would definitely check Catfish and then go across the river. Sorry, not Catfish. You don't have a glove. Duh.
Yeah, well, Cademan going for the...
Yes, Tracy, I caught myself. I knew as soon as I said it, someone was going to call me on it.
Well, let me tell you about overworld glitches.
All right, no need for cape for bumper ledge. It's
Because
nothing.
here's the thing, I mean, Cademan can't really beat any dungeons over here either. Like, I mean, you can beat Thieves Town, obviously, but it's a pendant, and also you're leaving the big chest.
Yeah, to catch those up who may just be joining us, yes, it was an Agaseed required. Lots of good stuff in the overworld, light world, but nothing that led to dark world outside of some flippers and a hook to give you some routing decisions. Yeah, Cademan decided to go across the river and is now in Skull Woods.
All right, let's see what Pi chooses here.
Skull Woods,
Also-
Mire, where our red crystal.
All right, Pi's going up north too. All right, well, everyone's leaving their good stuff in pod. Shame.
How much you want to bet he goes toward Catfish?
No, Pi would never do that.
Ah,
You know why
I mean,
he
yeah,
would do
good
that?
job,
Because he's
buddy.
using a map tracker and it's red right now, and that's why he was not going to go to Catfish.
so building off your point about not being able to complete a dungeon, do you go into Thieves Town and beat it now, or do you just do the front 4, or do
I
you
would
go in
just-
at all?
I would do the front 4. I would do exactly what looks like Cademan and Pi are doing here, and I would do front of... If I'm making this play over to West Dark World, I'm doing front of Skull Woods, and then first 4 Thieves Town before going down to Hype Cave, and then ending on pod.
2 items out of Skull Woods already, just the red boomerang and a single rupee, so nothing that's going to get better there. And yeah, let's go ahead and shout out the Raiders from Zetwilder. Thank you so much for coming in, and welcome to a Game 3 in the... Oh, there we go. Challenge Cup tourney. Our runners decided to do a little high five as they separate.
Nothing in the front of Skull Woods here, so we'll see if we get anything in Village of Outcasts. It's just going to be like Hammer and Blind Cell, right? That's what this is going to do.
No, it's your typical Aga bad start where it's going to be Hammer and Hype Cave.
Red mail? Alright, sure. And nothing in the village, so we'll see if Cademan dips the first 4 here. On red mail, this is a little... I mean, It's on 4 hearts. It does have a fairy. I'll see if Kademan remembers about that fairy or not. Unless they're planning on clearing here.
Yeah, depending on the item layout, I may just clear this.
Alright, that's number 1. There's both items for Pi, so Pi should be leaving. Big key. Is this going to be small? Oh, okay, so now this is difficult.
Yeah, that's really hard now.
Because that puts the attic and blind in logic. It's like Cademan's like thinking about it a little bit as they're walking back here.
Yeah, 3 items in the back, but 1 potentially locked. I don't. Yeah, with 3 items, I think I'd do it.
It's a tough call. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what I think I would probably still bail, but
yeah, I think it goes back to what you were saying, because once you get out of like dig game, it's hype cave and that's it. You know, except for pod.
Yeah, which has all the goods. You just gotta believe. Alright, $50 in the attic. And maybe we get lucky in the maps just in the big chest, right?
That'd be the dream.
Oh, right, we don't have a glove, so we have to kill the enemies down here, right? I would have forgotten that.
I already forgot that.
Alright, Pi also thinking about it. Looks like Pi's gonna go to the back too, so... No, Pi's gonna leave. Okay.
Actually, with red mail, death warping is gonna be way too long.
and the fairy too, yeah, so... Alright, well, we'll see.
Nice bonk.
We got them. Okay, so we are leaving an item, but there is an item on blind still. But if there's nothing on blind there, then that's good news for Pi. Skipping this, because otherwise the time not necessarily well spent, especially if something ends up being in that big chest.
Yeah, Pi will have a little more incentive to come back here, having the hammer if they get down to it. Alright, blind, what do you got? Something decent? Make it something random like ether, so we don't know yet if it's worth it.
Shovel.
Hey, nice powder.
Hey, nice powder.
Oh, shovel would be great. Kademan putting on the work. Great scripted fight for blind, and we get just a $5.
$5. So yeah, nothing going there. Wow, it's almost like we should have just gone to pod.
After we get that hammer out of Hype Cave, probably. But Kademan taking down another dungeon. We'll see if it's going to be worth it.
Hey, maybe that's got something.
Yep, a little too early to tell yet. There's almost plenty of items. And with our pendant layout, there's a lot of things that can be on the pedestal.
Yeah, I mean, those dungeons require basically no items to beat, so... Alright, Hype Cave. Bombs, a glove. And bombs.
That's a lot of explosives.
So, pod it is. I don't actually know if saving and quitting is faster here.
It's probably safer than swimming through the lake full of zeros.
We got red mail and a million hearts.
It's still
fine.
slow, though. It's so slow, though.
Or do we go to catfish here first? Ooh.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Pi was nice enough to just wait for that red guard to come down and hit them. Those are the strats we're looking for.
Oh my god, he's doing it. Pi, please.
No, I'm here for it. I would do this. I would.
This is out of control. I would never do this.
You're missing so many things, though.
Yeah, I know, but do it later. When you do, like, North Dark World checks or something.
I was waiting for you to say never. Do
Well,
it later.
or never, because it's probably got nothing. Watch this be the other glove.
Rip. It's the other glove. Ether's Access Reminder, which has your hammer.
Wow, it's got nothing.
Yeah, stop me if you've heard of that one before. Kademan gonna grab that sick kid check now, so not leaving that behind.
I really don't know about the dash back here.
I would think saving and quitting is faster. Right?
I have no clue, because I wouldn't do something like this. Alright, well, both players about to converge on pod, unless Cademan goes for catfish as well.
Our runners have been following lockstep with each other the entire race. What are the odds?
If catfish was something, I would not feel dumb. I would just feel like, okay, I made a choice, then it didn't work out.
Yeah, you made a choice that literally 50% of all runners would have decided to have been like, no, catfish is terrible. I'm not doing it.
75%.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Well, I guess in this case, 50% of our runners have decided to skip catfish.
The math checks out.
Alright, so what is in here? Is it hammer? Is it our other glove? I think it's going to be our other glove.
No, it's mirror.
Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
For what, to get us to Hera?
Or swamp.
Oh, well, we don't have the hammer, though, and... Okay, well, okay, dude.
Onto Caesar.
Listen,
which is
Sexy
Caesar's.
Statue is not available yet. We can't do it. It has not been ruled on.
No, I would not be surprised at all to see the other glove in here either. I would not be shocked.
I'd be wishing that trick was legal.
Oh man, I'd be begging for it. Oh, our tracker. That's cruel. Other glove in K45.
Could be.
Because neither runner's going back there for a while.
K45, we got Graveyard Ledge. We've got Pendant Hera now.
King's Tomb.
All kinds of fun checks.
Throw
and
the
see,
bomb
now Cademan
first.
can route. Now Cademan can route Dark World. He can do North Dark World into Catfish.
That's the right call. It's nice. Decent layout for keys and pod. Just gonna have to grab these two. Won't have to worry about the vanilla big key chest because it will have to be a small key. I am loving chat's like just going on ham for all the places hammer could be now. I like you guys. You're all right. Let me tell you.
10 bombs.
Here's some more bombs we don't need. Man, this seat has not been stingy about bombs.
Boy, can you
after the
imagine if
escape.
this was really just the mirror? Also,
oh my!
Just saying, going to. Oh, I think I mentioned about 15 minutes ago. Mirror is one of the reasons I would have wanted to do pod first because it makes your Dark World boop a lot cleaner.
Yep. You 100% right. Yeah, and if we, you know, if this is on our shoes and we're running this separately, very much I'd be thinking, man, I know my opponent went into pod and I didn't. They had it for this. You know, you just immediately start going through your head.
It's fine though, because you'd get Fire Rod on Laser Bridge, and I would never do that. So
one time, it worked out. One time.
All right, last check here. Womp. All right. Now what? What?
Well, he didn't get the other small key, but you're not going to need it till the boss.
Yeah, why are we doing this now?
So you don't forget later, I guess? I don't know.
Maybe.
Just leave? Okay.
Cademan. I just want to, I mean, not to ding on Pi too much, but Cademan did get to pod later and got out faster, so it just shows that Cademan's execution has been a little bit cleaner throughout the race so far.
Can you explain to me where they're going?
They are clearly going to go to check... Oh, is something on the island? The floating island? In Hylia?
No, it was money. Like, you can't tell me that saving and quitting and running back up to the portal is not faster.
No, saving and quitting
they're going to go do the north
100%
checks.
faster here.
Yeah, this is just going across to do the north checks. But, yeah, But, I mean, that's easy to say when we're up here in hindsight, you know. In the moment, trying to process.
Oh, yeah, you don't even, yeah, we see, because we have the mirror now, so save and quit puts you right on top of the pyramid. You don't even need to go through the portal again. So, yeah, saving and quitting is definitely better here. It's just going to be in Hera, right?
Oh, nice boots.
Boots locked boots!
Let's go. No kidding. I did a casual boots where they were on the lumberjack ledge. I was like, nice.
All right, time for my favorite check.
It's named for you.
It sucks. Is it just K45?
Or Hera.
Well, Pi also hasn't done back at Thieves Town. Pi might get baited into that.
Yeah, I feel like if they're going all the way back here, they're gonna. Because why wouldn't you just flute? There's nothing else to do unless you're gonna run all the way to 45 from here.
Or second Swamp Chest. Yes, that is an option.
Tell me more about Swamp. I hear it's a great place.
Let me tell you about this sweet clip where you can avoid needing the hammer to get through Swamp.
That clip is glorious.
Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I have. I've got it locked down. It's easy money.
So it's very free.
Yeah, shout out to me and DM for putting a little clip together that was like, oh, that's it? Got it. First try.
Yeah, Pi is unfortunately going back into Thieves Town here.
I get it, because you're back in this area now.
No, it makes sense from what he has left, but unfortunately we know that this is not the choice.
Yeah, so our runners are going to swap leads again. For only about the 4th time.
This seed has really been, like, dragging you along.
Right. Well, I mean, the beginning was amazing. That
Pichu,
was so good.
Not Pichu, sorry. Cademan's going to say, see you later, K45, and go right up to Hera.
I'm okay with that. That's a long run. And if
I know, but it's even longer now because you have to go back all the way around across the river again if it's not up here.
If you grab mitts up here, though, you can just do the smith chain with it.
Well, if I grab mitts up here, we're going to Dark Death Mountain. But
well, yeah. I tell you what, if I'm Cademan here, I definitely beat Hera, having already beaten Thieves Town, because you're gloves away from being able to beat Desert, too.
All right, let's calm down here.
I mean, you already... Okay, so think about it from the runner's perspective, right? Oh, man, I didn't go get my mirror out of pod, and it was literally the only progression the entire trip around the Dark World. There was nothing else.
That's true.
So I've already bit hard. My opponent clearly went into pod, right? Because that's what every random runner thinks.
Does everything perfectly, yeah.
That's right. And I've already got one pendant. I might as well get two. I mean, you're right. If you get the mitts here, there's so many other things you're going to want to do.
Yeah.
But it would be in my mind.
Kademan going for the spin speed setup there for Harapot. We got the big key, so... And one item, so looking good for us being able to skip the basement.
Yeah, and having a glove probably can do this a little bit quicker than what Kademan had to suffer through.
There's item number 2. It's not Hera. Yeah, I think you got to finish it at this point.
Yeah, you're already up here. Just knock it out.
So it's either Cave 45 or the first chest in the swamp. Boy, imagine if you went to pod first.
Yeah,
you'd be feeling real good.
Oh, yeah, you'd be feeling hot right now. Yeah. Jeff DMK in chat definitely saying the right words there. Every time you start thinking, oh, my opponent did everything perfect, it's just going to force so many more mental mistakes, too, because you're just weighing on yourself.
You shouldn't really let it affect your routing that much.
Right, because then those things that you decided to skip all... Ooh, careful, Kademan. About just walk down the center hole. Yeah, all those things that you potentially would have done right, now get second-guessed.
You got cape there. Just cape up for that last hit.
Yeah, if you've got the safeties, do not be afraid to use them.
All right, so Pie's going to hit up cave 45 here, and we'll see. I mean, I get it. You have to go in a swamp, right? Like, if it's not cave 45 and you're down here, you have to do it.
Yeah, or else you run all the way around again.
It's not obviously Graveyard Ledge Wombat, because we already checked Graveyard Ledge. Oh my god, it's first chest in swamp.
It's first chest in swamp!
Pie, no! Pie, no!
It's the same thing. It's 2 checks versus 1. It's a dungeon.
It doesn't matter. You know how hard it is to get back to swamp?
I know.
There's no way that's correct.
Yeah, no, in no world is that the right call. You decided for 45, you follow that all the way to the end. But no one, except me and like 4 other people, ever think going into swamp without a hammer is a good idea.
It doesn't matter. You don't have anything left. Like,
he has
Hera, obviously, but like the amount of time it's going to cost you to loop all the way back around to the Dark World again, if it's not Hera, is so much.
Right, but think about it from the runner's perspective.
No,
I did everything wrong.
It doesn't matter.
No, you're right, 100%. And again, you know, hindsight and all that nonsense, no. Pi 2 greater than pi. Oh, man. Speaking of which,
just allow the rail crypt. That makes it much easier. I mean, you're not wrong.
It's just a matter of, they're just waiting for main tourney to run out, then they'll just say yes. But I feel like that's going to be the thing, right?
Probably. All right, well, here's Kidman doing the loop again.
So while we see our runners go over each other's checks, do you know our tracker, Pichu? They're pretty great, and they're tracking, so Gilgamesh and I can just make fun of our runners. So, you know,
it's true.
Give them a shout out.
Ooh, Pi doing the fancy new setup there.
Nice.
Thank you, Breadcoon, for coming up with that. It doesn't require any pixel lineups. Fondue pot? I heard some people calling it that.
Oh, that's a great name. Is that really what it's called?
I don't know.
I love.
I kind of like Bread Bowl. I heard Bread Bowl from someone, and I kind of like that one too.
Breadcoon absolutely tearing up the main tournament right now. By the way,
it's cheesy and fun to do. Yes, Wombat, we know. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, hey, Bread.
I don't do spins here. They don't do any extra damage. Alright, well, here we go. All right, so what's it going to be? Is it going to be hammer? Is it going to be glove? Is it going to be fire rod?
It's just the glove, isn't it?
Fire rod wouldn't do anything for us, so probably not fire rod. It's got to be glove, I think.
Yeah, fire rod gives us a skull clear, but it doesn't give us any
items. What about it's a book? Could be a book. And then we can
come on, gross. It's book, but it's just for green. It's just a green pin to turn in.
Book, and then we can.
And then the red herring.
And then we can pull ped for our second glove.
If it's book for desert for green pin and not ped, this is the greatest worst seed ever.
Oh look, Pi now gets to do the Dark World loop again.
Yeah. Well, we are taking notes, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
There will be discussion.
Yes.
Pi once again getting attacked by the Power Rangers.
You would think with somebody who's such a swamp aficionado on the team. Yep, there it is.
There's the glove.
Why is that there?
Why is that there?
Wait, Pi, what is this?
Where are you swimming to, bud?
This doesn't work like this. Nice try, buddy. You gotta go all the way around. All right, well, you got mitts. Are we going to Meyer? Is that the play? I kind of like Dark Death Mountain here, honestly.
I do too, but I don't mind. I don't mind checking this. And again, you know, you're gonna get some medallion information. You get
I know, but now okay, it's not. I was gonna say if you can get into Meyer, then you're kind of baited in there.
Well, I mean, honestly, at this point, now that you've come over here, are you baited into Green Pendant Desert?
Oh baby, you might be. Hey, sword. I think that's kind of why I would have done the mountain first.
I feel like
I can give you a little more info on what to do here.
I feel like you're suckered in at this point. You have to. I mean, you could always do Smith Chain though. Come on, that's exciting, right?
That's yeah.
No. Smith Chain is dead to me. Until I get a fire rod, I'm not.
At
even
least
going
you
to
have mirror.
World. I don't care.
Smith Chain. Okay.
I'm no way. I'm going back for Smith Chain at this point. I will check Dark Death and I will check Desert and all that fun stuff first.
All right.
I don't want to go back to that again.
Cademan is in fact going into Desert here.
Our restreamer star calling us out on our
That's
hubris
true.
earlier about fast seeds.
I did say that. Listen, I said average time was very fast. It doesn't mean they all are.
Desert, not boots locked. Oh yeah, I've already done 2 pendants for nothing. I am 100% just like, well, Ped can bail me out then, I guess. Just just double down on the bad checks at this point. Why not? We're here for it.
Boy, if only that clip was available right now.
That is some suspect water and swamp on Pi's side. Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't go swimming in that. Big key so far, Desert. Nothing.
The goggles, they do nothing.
Alright, and there's Pi's mitts. Yep. Pi, what are you doing?
Is he gonna run out? I was waiting for it to run out.
Hey, $20 in Desert. Neat. Alright, let's see what Pi goes for. Also, Meyer. Stop doing the same thing!
Yeah. This interview afterwards is going to be like, is this what you guys were thinking? Yeah. You assumed they did everything right? Yeah. Yeah, the hive mind going on here.
It's kind of interesting because the seed did allow for quite a bit of divergence potentially, but neither player did it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gilgamesh, if, again, going back to what we had decided between Pod...
Wow, Pi's going to go to Desert, looks like.
Yeah, we were saying it, you kind of got baited over here now, you kind of...
Ooh, Kademan not hitting those ice rods.
Is Master Sword and Fighter Sword damage the same for Landmo?
Master Sword spins are tempered sword damage.
Oh, okay.
Slashes are the same as Fighter Sword, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sometimes at the end of interviews, runners are like, I can't wait to watch this back and see what might... No, you don't need to. They did the exact same thing you did.
There was Divergence Pie opened an extra pod chest for no reason. I mean, if
True.
there was a reason for it, like Cademan will have to open that chest next time they go back into pod, but also yes.
Speaking of Cademan, nothing in Desert except a green pendant.
Well, hey, you know that green pendant. I mean, do we just do it? Are we just gonna do it here?
You have to now.
You do green first, and then you just go for it?
Yep.
Listen, they wanted add keys. They got a add minus the keys part. All right, Saha's got 20 bucks. Thanks, buddy. Man, how bad do you feel when you pull pen and it's nothing and you just realize you did every pendant dungeon for no reason? Oh, not gonna do it. I think you do it. I think you have to do it.
I think you have to at this point. What else was the point of... Cademan, who'd never met a rock he didn't like to bash into. Cabbage's just punishing them on the mountain, but
Yeah,
plenty of
those
hearts,
rocks
doesn't matter.
are the worst. Maybe you want to do it at the same time as Skull Woods? Yeah, but what if the fire rod's on Ped?
It's possible. Like, basically everything else we need can be on Ped.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, hammer on Ped. Holy cats. Yeah, because we had the key ahead of time, so blind was in logic. I've never seen a hammer Ped seed.
I had one when last time Spoiler was on ladder. I did a Spoiler seed where the hammer was on pedestal.
That's so gross.
It was stupid.
No, that you did spoiler, not that there was a hammer on Ped.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about that either. Oh, look, our hammer's just up here. Boy, if only they went to Dark Death Mountain first. Nice, forced double tip of Swamp, by the way. I mean, this doesn't mean that nothing's on Ped, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not high on my list very much anymore.
And double Bombos.
Boring.
So, what do we need? Fire, we need Bombos, Fire Rod, and Samaria?
Yes. And they're all just in Spike and Hookshot Cave.
Nah, we're gonna have to dip TR for Fire Rod.
Oh, pie.
He's going for it. I would still do Green Pendant first, but, you know, whatever. Alright, well, we got Hammer, so I'm assuming it's going to be Swamp time. Oh, no, now we're going to pull Ped? Okay, dude. I think if you skipped Ped, you just go to Swamp after finding that hammer, but...
Oh!
Oh, this is stupid.
Bye, buddy, unfortunately. Cheering not helping you out right now.
Do not go to Ice Palace. Do not go to Ice Palace. Okay. Oh, so Caveman is not actually pulling Ped here. We are going into Dark World to do Smith Chain.
I thought they were going to go into Thieves Town. I'm like, man, way to double down on that hammer.
This is interesting.
I think it's okay as long as Fire Rod is not blocked by the Bombos, because you can always just get back there after Skull Woods.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel I am very much
Don't
of
get
the
me wrong.
mind to just do my dungeons when I have them.
don't get me wrong, 100%. I'm pulling the pedestal. If I've gone through that many bad options for the pendants, you have to keep going with the gamble at that point. But I mean, maybe that's their mindset.
Well, I feel like actually Fire Rod being locked behind Bombos is almost better for Cademan at this point. Because if Cademan finds Fire Rod, that gives a lot more options for him to get sidetracked and never pull ped.
Right, it could lead to clearing more dungeons than necessary, looking for the Bombos.
Because, like, you have no incentive to do Skull Woods until it's your last crystal anyway, right? Because there's no items in the back there.
Yeah,
Although it is the red crystal, I suppose.
There is a dark timeline here, where...
It's not dark enough already?
Well, I mean, think about it from the other perspective, right? You get the hammer and the mirror early. He's going to freak out when he sees that. Just open it now, bud. Why not? I mean, don't, because you can't do anything. But anyway, sorry. There's a timeline here where getting the mirror into the hammer immediately could lead it to where you don't do your pendant dungeons for a long time. And if you never see that book, you're full clearing those dungeons.
Yep, you're not wrong.
In this scenario, there's a way where our runners are going to just find their last couple items and be able to go mode a lot of crystal dungeons.
Yeah, because if you end up routing this the way that I've been saying I would have routed it, I get mirror and pod, get my mitts at the end of the loop there, and then, like, yeah, I'm probably not touching the back of Z's Town. I'm probably not touching Hera, and I'm probably not. Yeah, you're right. I'm probably not touching any of the pendant dungeons, honestly.
Now, I mean, you find a book and can check it. You know, some of that goes away, but we're gonna see Pi do Spike Cave. I don't think Cademan did this.
No.
But doesn't look like anything was on the Smith chain. But yeah, they're gonna. Jump in this portal, go right in the swamp, which is
I mean,
it's gotta be the right call, right?
Yep. Because yeah, if Cademan finds Fire Rod now, then we can go into Ice Palace and potentially full clear Ice Palace where Pi might not need to. Or I guess the good side is that Cademan cannot get into TR or Meyer, so that does actually limit their options.
Right. Are you gonna run back to pod?
Actually, that limits their options a lot. I think he's dashing down the swamp here.
Just mirror and fly to 5.
Okay, we're gonna go do pod. I don't get this.
Well, you're just gonna run right to the back and finish it, and you have to do it eventually anyway. If there's an item here that keeps you from hunting for it in swamp, I'm not against this.
I don't know if is there an item in Helma? Do we know for sure?
I think so, yeah. Because map was on the right side and compass was in the big chest.
I guess. I don't know. Let me. Oh, Pi never turned in the green pendant either.
I like this one because let's keep playing this dumb thing. What if Samaria's just sitting on Helma?
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, the density in the dungeons you can beat make more sense. Especially for Cademan, who this is the only, swamp is really the only thing they have right now. They don't have a fire source to get into Meyer or TR or Ice Palace.
I would be very tempted to do, on Pi's side, I'd be very tempted to do Ice Palace before Swamp, just to press that Bombos a little bit.
100%.
Like, I know we don't have Kane, but, sometimes you gotta suck it up and do it the old way.
It's fine. For those people who don't want to do Ice because you don't have Samaria, it's fine, I promise. But I agree, for no other reason that it's so much faster to get into Ice Palace than it is to get into Swamp, that if it has what you need, it's worth it. Mirror, flute down to 8, jump in, done.
Who doesn't love a go mode Swamp?
You're a filthy liar if you say you're not. But yeah, if you feel like you made a lot of bad decisions that got paid off, you have to chase that Bombos. You're just honestly, you've got to be hoping for a Samaria go mode now, right?
On Pi's side, yeah, actually. So that's actually the benefit for Cademan. It's like Bombos could very well be Cademan's go mode, which doesn't have to worry about ever dipping two of the worst dippy dungeons. Dippable. I guess Meyer's not that bad dipping, but
yeah, and that's the other side of the coin too. I don't think after Swamp Palace, Cademan has anything. They're gonna go pull the pet if they don't get anything in here.
Well, they also have Helma.
Okay, that's fair.
And also Spike Cave.
No, Spike Cave never has anything.
And also tablets.
Okay,
well, at least you can check
you're in
Bombos right here.
Though, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now Kademan can go read Ped before he pulls it.
That's secretly what they've been waiting for the whole time.
No, I think they've been waiting for Fire Rod.
Yeah, Fire Rod might be tragic right now because they'll full clear ice before they go pull Pedestal. Then they're right here.
See, if you waited on Helma until you got Silvers, this would have been a lot faster.
Kademan going for some spin strats on Argus.
All right, Helma, what do we got? Oh my god, dude.
Render unto Caesar!
This is actually not great for Pi, because he's got a lot of places to check for that Fire Rod.
Yeah. Yeah, because now we were saying push that Bombos advantage.
Whereas Kademan is just going to get, like... Well, I mean, I guess Kademan's going to be in the same situation, right? Because Kademan's basically going to get funneled into that Kane plus Ped at this point.
So, do you do Meyer now? You definitely don't do PR.
No, I'm 100% doing Ice here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you want to really press the ultimate gamble, you go to TR. That would just be crazy.
No, you 100% do Ice, and then you do Meyer. Like, TR's your last resort.
Yeah, 100%.
Although I might do Swamp before Meyer. That's a tough call, actually. I don't know if I would do Swamp before Meyer or not.
Yeah, I think Samaria only pushes the Ice play a little bit more. And Ice Palace, wow. That's some green ice.
That is, yeah. It's like, Italian ice, you know? It's like lime flavored.
Sure, I'll take that. All right, Bombos tablet for Kademan. Gonna get a whole bunch of bombs.
Bombs on Bombos.
Bombs in this seed? Okay, so Smoky's kind of nice. There's a little more flexibility in routing in Ice Palace.
Staying in Dark World. So this
there did Smith chain.
Gonna be. Oh, they're gonna do left side.
Oh no.
I mean, hey, you never know.
Yeah, but they gotta.
Unfortunately, yeah, you should have done that beforehand.
Yeah, I didn't see anything come out of Swamp Palace, so...
I mean, Fire Rod's all we're looking for at this point.
Right. So if Pi does put that off, that's going to be a huge benefit for him, because they'll just promote it.
If the meme is here and Fire Rod is just an ice, Pi's in great shape right now.
Pretty good icebreaker, way better than mine. I have to pause buffer to get mine to work.
Tisk.
I know.
Well, we'll add that to the meeting docket.
Yeah, that's fine, because I'm pretty bad at it. All right, Kademan, come on. Let's pull something interesting out of here.
Quake? Nope, not what we're looking for.
Pretty useless.
That's 2 items.
So I know this seed hasn't been that silly so far. So if we really wanted to meme it, where are we finding the Fire Rod?
Laser Bridge.
Okay. I mean, that's the easy answer.
Yeah. Or Shovel on Laser Bridge, and then Fire Rod on Shovel spot. Oh, we got a bet. Where's the Fire Rod?
Do it.
Oh, Big Key and Ice Tier are my favorite.
So I'm gonna push the Firelocked Fire here and just gonna say it's gonna be not cutscene of Meyer. That's silly, but the Meyer Firelock chest.
Okay. Oh, we got a couple bets for cutscene chests in here. All right, it's not an ice palace.
I would bet Pi goes to Swamp next because of the density.
I think so. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
I would do Meyer in this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. There's the big key.
Oh, it's left side swamp. Okay, well, so here's the thing. If Pi goes to swamp next and gets that, that's not bad. So now, I mean, that does pull Kademan away from pedestal a little bit longer here.
Right, and not getting anything out of ice. I want to say outside of Helma, there's nothing else for Kademan to do except pull the pedestal.
So Kademan is going to do full clear ice, do Helma, and then pull ped. There's no other choice at this point.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Pi might get a little bit deceived in the sense of, I only need one thing. What are the odds? It's on left side swamp. There's a real risk here.
Imagine skipping left side swamp and losing your game 3 because of it. Couldn't be me. Pulse Stick fight got a little away. It got a little away from him there, but you know.
Yeah, with Master Sword and no Fire Rod though, it's all
also,
right.
Smario locked Ice Palace, by the way. All right, Pi. What do we do here?
You bonk.
Yes, we do.
When you're mirroring out of Ice Palace, don't move.
Just immediately mirror.
Immediately mirror when you leave the door. Don't move, and it's perfect every time.
I mean, that's basically the case for every Dark World dungeon, honestly.
I don't blame
actually,
him. I don't blame him. I would do the same thing in the hopes of a Go Mode swamp.
Yeah. I guess if he doesn't, I mean, though, not finding it in here might incentivize him to full clear swamp.
Yeah, potentially, because he won't have anything else good left except.
Kademan is going to take a little longer in ice without that cane, though.
If you're Kademan, is there any benefit to going to Skull first and just running to the back and beating it? And then on the thought of, I can just pull ped then.
I don't think so. Not over Helma, no.
I mean, instead of ice. I mean, I understand there's nothing else in Skull.
Oh, instead of ice? No.
I know there's nothing else in Skull Woods, but I mean, I guess I'm trying to think. Hindsight, we know that would have been a better play, but yeah, best thing for Pi is 2 items real fast in here. Because there's and Kademan is not checking anything in here when they get in here. They're going to get the big key and run.
Well, hopefully, I mean, in that case, you're hoping that the big key is buried for if you're on Pi's side.
Yeah, and to be clear, we're on everyone's side here. We just want a good race, regardless of who we do and do not know.
Listen, Pi's the only one of us who's still in a tournament, so...
It's true. Imagine getting out of groups.
And it's not that exciting.
But if you are looking for a tournament to join, I hear there's a Cross Keys tournament coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, sure. There is. In fact, I believe those will be streamed on ZSR.
Oh yeah, our tracker bringing up a great point about the Rule of Fire here. Just not gonna work in Kademan's favor this time.
Well, this Meyer layout blows, so... But yeah, I feel like time is basically ticking on Pi's side here. Pi needs to find that Fire Rod before Kademan gets over the pedestal, I think.
Yeah, and it being Fire Rod does help a little bit. You're not gonna play the game of, it's probably just in TR like you would an Ice Rod. So
Notice Pi not going for the structural mic strategy of hookshotting to the torches here.
You see that clip?
It's ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. Man, I was stressed for him, and I watched it after the fact. Yeah, hopefully Pi doesn't try to quote-unquote make a play and go back into Thieves Town or something.
I don't think you do. Like, I think, given that things were on pedestal, like, you don't feel that bad about having full clear the seed.
Yeah, best thing that Pi can do is to do left side swamp the first time they go in.
Yes.
And there were 2 items over there, so it's a little more incentivized. But, I mean, especially feeling stressed at this point, you gotta kind of feel.
Oh yeah, not having to bomb those. Okay, man, gotta make sure they hit all those shots. Nicely done.
Yeah, because I don't think they have any kind of magic potion in their arsenal.
No. No, I think it was empty bottle and fairy is what we picked up.
Yeah, because at this point I figured they would use it too, so...
Alright, Meyer is not giving us the items. Nope, okay, we got the items. Shield and a cane.
But yeah, to agree with you, I really feel like you're right with saying Pi's clock is ticking at this point.
Yes, 100%.
They have got to get to left side swamp.
Because Kademan will be in go mode as soon as they pull pedestal. Well, no, so here's the... Okay, so I guess here's a potential, is that Kademan could pull Ped before doing Helma, and then go into Meyer looking for Kane. I don't think they're going to do that based on how they've been routing, but I suppose it is possible.
I don't see that happening either. That's quite the gamble.
I believe Caveman also has Spike Cave to check at some point, too.
Yes.
Alright, where are we going? We are going to pod. Alright.
Yeah, and this makes sense.
Now I do think Cademan is going to feel bad after pulling Ped. Not without realizing that they're probably in pretty good shape here, because you've had access to that pedestal for a pretty long time and you just ignored it.
Yeah. And that'll be something to ask them about as well. Probably going to go for the Master Sword and Cape strats. Don't blame them here. Because Zelda is such a well-coded game, it struggles doing multiple things at once. So if you just keep slashing your sword while using the cape, your magic barely drains. And you get through this fight pretty safe.
It's a coward strat.
I'm here for it. Coward, thy name is Talon.
Alright, so Pi basically has to go to Swamp here, I think?
Yeah, I think they have, like, Smith Chain and Swamp, which I could see them doing Smith Chain into Swamp.
No, A, B, C, D.
Yeah, it's a really bad idea.
Flute to 4. Flute to 4.
They got their hammer out. Come on, do the right thing. Yes, okay.
Do left side. Do left side.
Yeah, for Pi, they have to do the left side here. Even if they have to go back in to do it, they have to do left side here, or else this is going to get real bad real quick.
Oh yeah, no, this is over if Pi doesn't do left side.
Because Cademan, after this, is going to go to Skull Woods, finish off the Moth, and then pull the pedestal. Because that's the easiest time to do it.
Yep, and then they'll be able to go mode Meyer and TR. And might be able to pick up a little time in Meyer, depending on how they route it, because Pi did cutscene chest. We are also kind of hoping we find another sword along the way here.
I mean, they've suffered this much.
I'm just saying, Master Sword Silverless without half magic and nothing in your bottles. Not something I'm really looking to do. Oh, Pie's got a blue. He picked up a blue.
Yeah, when they did their Zora checks, he had bottles where Kademan didn't, so he was able to throw it in and get a blue.
Ah, you don't need to kill those guys. You already opened the door.
Muscle memory, it's a thing. Oh, I'm not going to blow the wall up again? Interesting. Alright, Gilgamesh, this is you. You're literally one item from go mode, 2 crystals away, 3 crystals away. Fire Rod blocks everything. Are you doing the left side?
Yes, because my only other option is a Fire Rodless TR.
And the Smith chain.
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a pretty big proponent of being thorough and over-clearing anyway, so I know that I would do it in this scenario.
It depends. Like, if I had, like, 2 other clearable dungeons, I would probably not do it, but given what's left on the table here, I think it's a good idea.
I would do it.
But I would also do it, like, as Pichu says in chat, I would do it after the back.
Yeah, see, I would do it just based on the same reason why I would have done Catfish earlier. I'm hoping my opponent doesn't do this, and it has the answer, which is not the best way to route. But you're basically betting your winning condition on your opponent making a mistake rather than you doing something right. So
our Pie's going straight for left side here, so this is good for them. See, I would have done back for it because I like to try to find the big key first and then come back in and do big chest. Because if you do this and then the big key ends up being in the back, then it's like, you know.
All right, so Kademan is going to 3. It's going to run.
We're going to hit go mode at about the same time here.
It's going to be real close. So it'll be rushing to the back of Skull for Pie and go mode Meyer for Kademan, and then both running to TR. For those who may be wondering about people saying, don't put the bomb down first, more things
to do.
More things on the screen means more lag for the flowing water, which is already super slow.
That's why you grab the rail when you flood the first room to make your shield go away. Make it flood slightly faster.
Look at these pro strats from Invitational Runner Gilgamesh.
You're also an Invitational Runner.
All right, Tiberius, settle down.
All right, and boom. All right, so Pie hitting go mode slightly before Cademan, but it won't be too much longer here.
I don't know why, but in my head, I thought Pie was going to mirror out.
I did too. For some reason, I was like, "Oh, go mode, let's go.
Leave the dungeon.
Get out of here." Yeah. See you later. Hopefully, Pie doesn't forget to do Skullwoods.
I'm just waiting for him to mirror and GT at this point. Pie. Oh, sword. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're 100% checking the checks on the way here.
Fine. You're right. I'm wrong. All right, Caveman, drop it into their moth fight. Let's see if they can get a couple spins in. Hopefully, can set them up. Okay, see if you can get a blow on the screen. That hammer can really do some damage. I think that one counted. Yeah, there you go. Down goes the moth. Okay, they have the maps, now they know that this dungeon's a crystal.
That's good to know. Nice book, dude. No, Pie, don't even think about it. You do not check Bombo's tablet.
Okay, and here's the mirror for Cademan.
Does he read it first?
I doubt it. There's nothing else.
He's Spike Cave.
Okay, if you're Cademan, and we need to remember to ask him.
I'm kidding.
How bad do you feel right here?
How bad do I feel? I feel not great because I know that I could have. Well, I mean, what is Cademan's save here?
An entire
Ice
Palace, yeah.
I mean, I feel bad about not having the cane for Ice Palace more than that, honestly.
Oh, yeah, if they were still looking for Kane, they would have full cleared Ice Palace regardless. Never mind.
Alright, so Cademan now also in go mode, gonna run through Meyer. We know the big key is in the lobby chest, so It's not a super free mire, but if I have to imagine K-Man would try to avoid cutscene, so we'll get back a little time on Pi.
Oh yeah, I feel like they're gonna grab that lobby chest way sooner than doing cutscene, so I feel like this is definitely gonna be faster.
Alright, so Pi just gotta run over to Skull Woods, take down the Moth, and then head up to TR. So I think I'm giving a slight advantage to Pi here, but not much. You know, if I had like a little advantage tracker on the screen or something like that.
No comment. Yeah, I'm thinking not even a minute though.
No, it's going to be very close, and as I have mentioned earlier, I do think Kademan's execution has been a little bit cleaner, so Kademan would be able to pick up a little bit of time along the way in TR and GT potentially.
Yeah, completely agree. The stuff that we saw in Castle and the Escape and some of the overworld routing choices and just execution with the boots has definitely favored Kademan in this race. I would expect very little different, even if just in the GT climb. Yeah, never a God Mire when you need it to be.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, this race very much in the realm of GT routing, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. GT routing, execution, this is not over by any means.
Oh, Kademan look like they're at least going to do the torch chest.
Yeah, I like doing the torch chest here. I think this is fine. Oh, they are going to go for cutscene. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't do the rail clip in Mire. I can't quite figure that positioning out. So I always will grab the arena or the lobby chest first, then cutscene and head over to the big chest if I need to.
Oh, I've been meaning to talk to you about that, actually. We're going to have an impromptu meeting here. So I know...
I don't know why that one struggles for me so bad.
I think that strategy is fine, checking that lobby chest if you're in go mode and you're just looking for the big key, but I've seen you do it when you were going to full clear Mire anyway, and it is 100% not correct to do it then.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I assume it's correct to not do it that way if you can do the rail clip.
If you're gonna full clear Mire, just do the Firelock side first.
Yeah, because like I said, if you can rail clip out of it, then that makes a ton of sense. It's way faster. I don't know what it is about that positioning that I just
honestly, the rail
struggle.
clip doesn't seem. If you don't get the rail clip the first 1 or 2 tries, it doesn't really save time.
Anyway, sorry. There's a race.
Anyway, yes.
Thanks, Crystal, for Pi. Gonna be out of here and head upstairs, or head mountain.
Head upstairs to the mountain.
You
Okay,
know
so
what I mean.
Pi definitely has a bit of a lead. Now, given that Caveman decided to check cutscene chest, this is giving Pi a little bit of a cushion here. Speaking of the rail flip, there you go. Easy.
Now see, both those attempts look the exact same to me.
You got to be 1 pixel into the door. Basically, as though you were doing, you know how, like you were doing an icebreaker, basically.
Right. Yeah, I understand the premise about how like your body being in the doorway and da 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 da. Like I get why that's supposed to work. For some reason though, I'll keep working on it. It's all right. All right, Cademan gonna grab this magic to make sure they have plenty of downstairs.
Pretty minor trick. Like I said, it doesn't really save you that much time.
Oh, I know.
Spooky, on the other hand,
did that thing that we arm and never do.
I arm it every time, and then I forget to save it every time.
Every time. All right, Pi gonna kiss some dead rocks, but head their way up. TR. Yeah,
except the one time I remember
in
I was being restreamed, and I remembered to arm it and save it. And I didn't need to do it in the first room because I didn't hit the switch anyway, and I screwed it up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like elation to tragedy. Like,
I know.
Like 2 screen transitions.
So how much stuff you checking in TR here looking for a Sword of Silvers?
Only the stuff that's on the way. If I can steal the key and move on, I'm not sweating it.
You're not going to do Laser Bridge?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. And it's just because I feel like, even with having to pull Ped, I still feel behind in this scenario.
I don't think I do Laser Bridge either, but I know a lot of people would. I think it depends on how comfortable you feel with your Master Sword Ganon fight.
Kademan going to employ the same strat that Pi did. Just put on the cape and start swinging. 100% the right call.
I have heard via one Skelly that if you are doing that strat, it's actually better to stay by the door and wait for the eyes to coalesce around you and then use the cape rather than going up into him.
Why? Oh, because if they never reach their destination, they never go backwards. So
they all just kind of clump together. Yeah,
keep coming at you. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. All right, Kademan grabbing their 6 crystal, gonna mirror and rush up the mountain. Might see them grab a potion as well, knowing they don't have any magic refill.
I would definitely grab a safety potion here if the potential for a Master Sword Silverless is still on the table.
Yep, I'll agree. Especially without any half magic, you're gonna want that fire rod climbing the tower, I think. But Kademan's better than me and calls me a coward and says no.
I'm a coward.
No. All right, couple keys.
Pie, mirror, Pie, mirror.
I feel like mirroring's fast. It's probably a wash, right? It's probably about even.
You're supposed to do Firelock side first, mirror, then do the single chests, and then go up.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Oh, we got a vanilla big key, I think.
Will Pie grab the Poke Key and leave out of muscle memory? Yeah, chat kind of confirming it's about the same.
Huge difference. It's a massive difference. Insurmountable.
All right, as we rush toward the end here, let's go ahead and shout out our runners one more time. We've got Mikanika Pie and Kademan941 giving us a race in this Challenge Cup. I want to say thanks to them for putting on a show and letting us put on the restream. Shoutouts to Star for doing the restreaming. Thanks for doing all the hard work. And Pichu, our tracker.
Chat saying that Pi has about a 2.5 minute lead going into TR.
Yeah, and no real place to leave anything behind here. I'm 100% doing the big chest. I'm not skipping it with no keys.
I think if the big key's vanilla, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do the big chest.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess you really want to gamble it, but that seems crazy.
I was mentoring Moo Cow earlier this week, and I told him to skip it, and got burned because the big key was vanilla, and I was like, oh, you know what? That was not the right thing to do.
Oh, good, more bombs. You don't... Okay, let's assume you don't find Silver's half magic or a sword. You don't check Ether Tablet before GT, do you?
Nah, I don't want to mirror. That's too much time.
Well, the question about Laser Bridge is irrelevant. We gotta go find a key.
You just kind of hope that you find it along the way. And if you don't, so be it. I mean, this is the kind of thing that comes up sometimes. Sometimes you have to do Master Sword Silverless Ganon, and you have to be prepared for that.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want a mirror. I don't want the animation. I don't want the other mirror transition. No, thank you.
Ooh, Chain Chomp's not playing nicely for Cademan here.
Yeah, please be careful.
We got powder, so we can get a little refresh here.
Yeah, our runners both have red mail, so they're nice and tough, but some enemies still hurt whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, there's a small key. I think you're down here. You just check the rest of them, yeah. Good, we needed that single rupee. We also needed that heart container. Oh, okay, you failed.
I'm out.
No,
I'm out.
Yeah, you see later. You fail again? Okay,
Maybe
definitely
that's on you,
save.
bud.
Come on, Pie. See? Wasn't even worth it in the first place. Really? We're gonna powder the anti-fairy for 3 hearts?
Have some confidence, bud. You're better than that. Come on.
This is interesting routing.
Yeah, we might be seeing some nerves in both our runners too. Little hands jittering, finally getting toward the end of it.
Hey,
It's been a pretty rough seed.
Hammer Trinex on no half magic, so you do have to be a little careful about your. I mean, Pie does have the blue. I think he's got 2 blues actually.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to be a little careful about your magic consumption here. Not doing Hammer Trinex.
Yeah, Pie hates the ice head putting anything on the ground, so they always go for that
one. Who cares?
I know. I've made that argument. I make that argument because the ice rod shoots so much slower that the firehead just sucks. That if I could lock it down early, I'm gonna.
If you're doing it optimally with the hammer, like you're only gonna get 1 line of ice, and then you just used your sword for the ice head.
Yeah, this may be another spot we were talking about Kademan's good execution. This may be another spot where they can make some time up.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see if we can't grab the times at GT entrance. Or, we'll say crystal grab, in case one of them wants to check ether.
Hey, 10 arrows. Nice. Alright. Pie! Oh my, don't take your hands off the controller, buddy. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
So we can see Pie's full stream here, and Pie was just lounging in his chair.
Was leaning back in his chair with his hands behind his head.
Oh, wait, yeah, thank you, Zelda, for the raid.
Hey, Zelda-san, how's it going, man? But yeah, GT guessing game, big key, 1 through 22. Probably should guess quickly. Gilga, I want none of your nonsense this time. Pick a number that's not that.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be early. We're gonna make this hard on our players. Let's put it at chest 2, so they have to make a decision if they want to check anything else for a sword or a bow.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4, but for the same reasons.
Dude, these two have been doing the. K-Man did the same wacky route through that room too in Turtle Rock.
There had to have been a gentleman's agreement, right? Like, hey man, let's do this. All right.
All right, heart container. And another blue. All right. I mean, you're not going to say no to that.
Yeah, another blue is great. And Kademan, I assume, is really going to enjoy seeing that. Kademan is going for hammer strats, by the way.
The correct way to do it.
Concur.
Oh, it took a hit there. Now, Caveman did not pick up potions along the way, so I don't think they have any. That blue potion is actually going to be really key for them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're really going to enjoy seeing that. That ice is really making this ice head a real pain.
Gotta be careful here, because you only have a couple more shots with the fire rod. Oh, no, dude. Just make sure you hit this one. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, wait, he hit it. Okay.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I'm like, what did it hit? Oh, that was crazy.
Boy, that's a clincher right there.
Yeah, good patience on Cademan's side to just wait for that and make sure they got it.
We missed double fire bar room, by the way.
It was a small key.
Oh, I saw it. I was watching.
Yeah, I'm in tune with double fire bar, and it's nothing at all times. It's part of my DNA now.
All right, Caveman remembering to step down to pick up the crystal. Pie, what is that? Okay.
That's the tech we really need. Yes, there's the shovel. Go leave to get your third sword, bud. Alright, there goes Cademan running off. Let's see what they want to do. If it's on the right side and they do like a Dark Magician, this could get knotted up real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, there's a sword though.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's
okay.
That's
That does make a difference for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, like you said, if K-Man does a Dark Magician and that's the only sword available, that's gonna put Pi at a pretty good advantage.
Yeah, it really can flip the script here too.
Okay, this is not a Dark Magician from Kademan.
Oh, that mini Helmo came up right when he got ready to bonk and said, "No, sir."
Pi had a 2-minute and 39-second lead during GT. So yeah, Pi actually did pick up a little time. I think that was due to Kademan's unfortunate couple misses there on the Trinex fight.
Yeah, but I think that proves that Kademan also was doing a great job making up time in TR, because it was only at 2:20 when they entered different. So yeah, that Trinex fight, a little unfortunate for Kademan.
Good news is Kademan will also be picking up this sword.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
And another bottle with a B.
Bottle percent.
And it's right side.
Dark Magician wins kinda on this one.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if silvers or another sword are on right side, then yeah, Dark Magician.
Oh yeah, then it's Dark Magician all day. If it's Tyrone, then we have whatever.
Nice hour 50 standard boots seed away.
Yeah, we're in like Inverosha territory at this point.
This is Fadkey's territory.
I mean, it kind of was a Fat Key seed anyway.
Yeah, I mean, minus the keys part. Oh, okay, that's a nice little safety there, half magic.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of the half magic. The
Yes.
3 extra heart
Oh
containers
my
here.
god, it is tile room.
It's the ultimate. Do you have a friend? Do you hate that friend? I
This
got a
is-
seed for you.
Literally the only time in like this is an actual seed where a tile room gamble would have made the difference.
Well, would it? No half magic, no third sword.
Could have made the difference.
Well, actually, yeah. How long does it take to clear the basement? 5-6 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, Caveman's already on their way up the tower at this point. If they
Oh
gamble
yeah.
tile room.
Oh, by a mile. Yeah, they're past Landmo, no problem.
Yep, agreed, Pi. Sorry, you guys can't see this. A few choice words were mouthed from Pi. And there it is.
Is this the best seed or like the worst seed? I don't know, man. It's rough.
This is a pretty bad, as far as standard boots goes, this is pretty rotten.
Does anyone know TJ Maelstrom? Get him on the phone. He loves bad seeds.
This reminds me of one of the open seeds that I had in brackets that was unfortunately not restreamed because chat would have.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
chat would have the one against Jesse.
Yeah.
Chat
That
would
was
have loved that.
wild. Bye, bud. You've got like 97 hearts. Just go. Yeah, I definitely
is
feel like
22. Yeah, we didn't check to see who won the GT Big Guess game. I apologize.
we're all winners here, boys. Like, straight up, we're all winners.
Looks like nobody guessed 22, but Vilecat was the closest at 20.
How does no one in chat guess 22 out of memes? We're all winners, though. This is
No
great.
believers.
The story of the seed, honestly. Half magic, 3 blues. It's time to start using the fire rod.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
Ether, get out of here, dude.
I feel like Kademan has made up some time here because they're already heading toward the tile room.
Heading into Landmo here. So where are our silvers? I mean, they just have to be on the climb, right? We've checked everything. I mean, Pi hasn't done Smith Chain, but we know that silvers are not on Smith Chain. We full clear Ether Tablet? Is he just going to say Light World? Did you find silvers in the Light World?
Yeah, it could be Mimic Cave too.
That's true. I mean, I'm checking the chest at the top here because I think it's worth it.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. You've cleared so much and haven't found them. We know the difference between gold and tempered sword is pretty minor, but even if you're checking for silvers and found gold sword, you're not going to say no. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
In a world where you can be anything, do not be me, because that's the stuff that I do. Alright, Kademan has it, and gonna start their climb now.
Running a little low on arrows here. Oh my god, Pi, please.
Well, we were talking about nerves in the hands earlier.
I think he has enough magic here.
Yeah, I figure, even with just lamp, you could have got through it. Kademan took a little bit of a bonk there, but heading into the cannonball room.
$50. $50.
Yeah, Pi does not have a lot of time to waste, because Kademan is on their gauntlet, and we know their execution's been pretty tight this seed.
Gold sword, sure.
Okay. I'm not against seeing that. I'm not sad.
Makes the Moldorm fight like a half a second faster, I guess.
Yeah, it's an assured 1-1 on Ganon.
Well, we'll see. Wow, okay, so Ether Tablet, Dig Spot.
Yeah, Ether Tablet, Dig Spot, Mimic Cave.
Mimic Cave? Pyramid Fairy?
Oh yeah, Pyramid Fairy. Good shout. So that's 5 checks.
Bombo's Tablet was checked. Cademan did check Bombo's Tablet after Swamp.
It was more bombs, I believe.
Yes.
Alright, Kademan into their land mode 2, having a little bit of trouble getting through it, while Pi starts on their Aga 2. Nice double.
Thieves Town Big Chest?
Oh,
Anyone?
yeah!
Anyone? And yeah, Chin pointing out in chat, Tile Room Gamble, you would have gotten the sword on the climb anyway, so Tile Room Gamble would have paid off here.
Yeah, because you definitely would have checked him up there. That's a huge time difference if you do the Tile Room Gamble.
I mean, Caveman would be in the lead at this point if that was the case, for sure.
Oh yeah, they'd be done. Cademan showing us exactly how to do Wizard 2.
Alright, just gotta fight the pig.
Kademan also giving us a great clock room.
I hope it's Thieves Town just for the comedy option.
No, I'll take Ether, just because I said it.
Problem is, if he just says Light World, we don't actually know which spot it was in.
I'll know. In my heart. No, I'll make Pi go back and check.
Dark World. Dark World.
It's got to be Mimic Cave, right?
No, Mimic Cave's not Dark World.
It would say Death Mountain anyway, right?
What Dark World check did they not do? Oh, Pyramid Fairy. Yeah. So, Vanilla Silvers today.
Yeah, no one was ever going to check that.
No, absolutely not.
Not in this seed. Probably just a little bit early on that spin, getting a... Kademan pushing through there.
Careful, buddy.
Oh!
That's not the direction you wanted to bounce.
Man, let me tell you, this would get to be a real tight race if Pi falls.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is, like, to Cademan's credit, like, Cademan definitely made up time on that climb, because they're both going to be in Ganon at the same time here.
Yeah, 100% they did. But down goes Ganon.
Alright, just don't fall, Pi.
He's just got to fight the bridge.
Just pay attention. Alright, and that's
there it
gonna
is.
do it.
GG's.
Pi's gonna take the series, winning 2-1 to move on to the top 8 of the Challenge Cup, finishing with a time of 1:54.57. Get your GGs in the chat.
What a dumb race.
That was
wild.
Pretty wild, yeah.
Kademan putting on another display with those nice dash strats. So I think the difference really came down because they did so much similar is that Kademan took the time to do the Smith chain.
Yeah,
where
honestly.
Pi pulling the pedestal instead was able to just start pushing dungeons and nothing else. And that really came down to the difference. And then he was able to do left side swamp the first trip in. That's your time difference.
Yeah,
that's it.
Because I mean, this is only going to be a 2-minute difference or so, if even. Oh, K-Man missing the torch glitch. That's fine. He's got a bottle. He's got Fire Rod half magic. I mean, you can do this with Fire Rod shots. Although you do want to time them a little bit closer together than that. Let's wait for... no, you got to wait for a reset here. You're only going to be able to get singles this way. Oh, just gonna tank it.
Well, I probably just feel like they've got to get the torch glitch and reset at this point. That kind of went hat sand on them.
That is unfortunate. I mean, that feels... I don't know if Cademan watches the race timer or not, but if you're an hour and 56 minutes in and you have to drop down on Ganon, that does not feel great.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough. But yeah, just seeing that, because you're right, they could have just waited for both Totras to go out, wait for Ganon to hit the top of the room or whatever, and then hit him again and be fine. But I could see the point of just like, no, let me just redo this real fast. I feel like dash strats just look so swaggy in the Ganon fight.
Yeah, they're fine. Nope, still didn't find arrows in the Dark World. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I feel like when Kademan was doing it, he thought he had it and just stopped it like the split second before it caught.
Sometimes it'll eat your inputs too. Like it can be a little unfair sometimes.
Ah.
There you go, setting up for that triple.
I tell you what, the first time I saw someone do triples on this fight, I thought it was... There's like no way I can ever be that fast. That's amazing. It's just crazy how much faster the fight goes if you can hit consistent triples. It really makes a difference. So Kademan definitely having put in the practices, put on a display here. Just got poked. That's unfortunate.
There we go.
All right, great job.
GG's for Kademan.
Yeah, gonna clock this match just under the 2-hour mark, which 2 hours boots, no thank you. Get those GGs in chat.
Or even I didn't even check any tablets. I'm like, I don't need this book.
Hello.
I didn't check any tablets. Hello, we were joined by both of our runners.
This guy. Hey, GG's, y'all.
Oh, what a race!
Jeez, that was something.
That sucked. Let's be honest.
Oh, dude, I had a blast the whole time. Like, we're clown moding this whole seed.
Oh, I can say. Listen, we saw your camera. We saw you pumping your fists and all, like doing all other nonsense, like taking your hand off the controller after you beat Trinex.
To not catch the crystal.
I thought I was lined up. I was like 2 pixels off.
Yeah, okay. So
Just trying to give me a little time back. That's all you were doing.
Right. Your execution was hot, bud. You were making your own time back. You didn't need help.
It felt real good.
Yeah, I felt good once we found I got that stupid tower pedestal taken care of. But
yeah, so I guess that's the big question, right? Like, why? What kept you away from doing the pedestal immediately after getting your third pendant?
I figured I had other crystals to do, and so I thought, you know what, let's just go in. We've got a full clearable swamp. We can do it. Obviously, I maybe made the wrong choice of skipping left side swamp initially, but I figured there was nothing on that side, so I went back in. But once we got that, it was kind of just a clean sweep up through ice and pod to finish those. And then at that point, I had just one-off checks and figured I'd go in, loop pedestal. If it was nothing, go back down into Thieves Town and grab the big chest. So,
gotcha. Okay.
More
yeah, because we were both thinking, like, yeah, if you're spending the time to get all 3 pendants, you kind of want to push that a little bit.
After I had skipped pod initially, which it sounded like Pi did the same thing, but I figured he maybe had gone that way, and when I pulled that mirror, I felt a little behind, and so I just started to kind of figure, what is my out here? And my out was pedestal. But then when everything else started to kind of fall into place, it was like, we'll go to ped when it's the last thing we really need to do. So.
It's funny because early on, you guys both were doing the exact same thing. So you both skipped pod initially, did the full Dark World loop instead of doing a pod.
Yeah, watching this back is going to be really boring because you guys just did the same thing.
Kind of.
But it was kind of linear, though. Like, you full really clear until Aga.
I disagree. I think that seed you could have gone a lot of different ways in that seed. Like, especially...
once you hit Dark World...
Yeah, I was to say once you have the AGA access and kind of get the inkling that it's an AGA seed, if you go immediately there, I guess there is some real good divergence you can have, but sounds like neither of us did that. So
yeah, no, I still think going to dark CAC before hitting pod is still the right choice in that situation. Like, hands down. Well, it's just the density of checks, and
we'll talk about it after.
Fight me.
So yeah, going back to pulling ped versus not. So Kademan, you went in and then you went and did the Smith chain over to Swamp, which again, if you're pushing the I can clear this dungeon, makes a lot of sense. Pi, you're like, what Smith chain? I don't care about that, and pulled that pedestal. And we had the benefit of seeing your camera the entire time.
Yeah.
When you pulled that, because we were all kind of hypothesizing that you kept doing pendant dungeons for literally nothing. And you're like, nothing. Oh my god, nothing. And then you pull that pedestal for Bombos, and you're like, oh, what?
So, like, I went back into Thieves. I'm like, you know what? There's 4 items back here. Let's grab them. Let's do blind while we're here. Then I got the Hera. I'm like, you know what? I got both items on top floor.
Speaking of Hera, let me interject here real quick. Pi. Yeah. So you do the Dark World loop back again, right after you do Thieves Town. And then you go down and check Cave 45, and then after Cave 45, you decide to say, no, see ya, I'm going to Hera instead of checking the first chest in Swamp.
2 checks over the 1.
Yeah, but with how long it takes to get back to Swamp after that?
Hey, risked it. I went for density over smartness.
No, he's right on this one, bud. Like, once you choose 45 over the mountain, you got to finish that play.
You're on probation for the next week, sir.
Hey, what? It was the right choice.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Hera had nothing.
I had to do Hera for the pendant.
You could have done it when you would have gone to get your hammer.
You could have looped the entire Dark Death Mountain at the same time with it. Had you gotten those mitts first.
It's fine. There was nothing on Dark Mountain.
There was nothing on the mountain, like other than that hammer.
Yeah.
That was it.
Hey, there were 2 bottles up there. Come on.
Okay,
That's
fair.
true.
Yeah, that was Light World though. I got that on the first trip.
Yeah, this seed was basically like Kakariko had it all, GT had a whole bunch, and there was some garbage spread out in the middle.
Yeah. Also, how about that tile room?
Yo.
I always call it. Never happens.
Yeah,
Until it does.
we were really talking about it. Cademan, if you had rushed because of the sword that was on the climb, if you had rushed Tile Room, this would have been nutso at the end.
And I was telling Pi, I kind of thought that had just an inkling it's going to be there. I mean, based on everything else this seed has thrown, the chain to get to the hammer, the mitts and swamp, like it's got to be in Tile Room, right? And I'm thinking that if I do that, I lose anyways. So
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
this
No,
would
no.
have been one of the rare seeds where the tile room gamble might have actually paid off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you make up a lot of time if you just rush tile room.
for sure.
I
And
think you
almost
win.
turned around out of Stalfos and then did that, but I thought I'm just going to go all the way through Ice Armos here like I normally do and see where we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, so yeah, if you have a friend and you hate them and you want them to have a terrible seed, I got one for you. But yeah, GG's to both runners. Pi gonna go ahead and move on to the next round, and we'll be taking on Nux, the third seed overall.
Hope Nux is watching, see what kind of seeds I roll. Better get ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys were talking about how you wanted fad keys. Well, you kind of
Yeah.
almost got it.
Yeah, no kidding. For reference, Pi rolled this one and the first game, so he had certainly some good ones here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
Cade picked the first one by 10 seconds, and then this one was just oops AD.
yeah, I heard the first one was pretty tight. Cademan, on the other hand, sorry man, this is gonna be the end of your tournament run. How did it go? How do you feel?
You know, I was telling Pi again that I'm pretty new to the competitive scene. I've only been racing about a year, and so the whole experience has just been a riot. It's been so much fun to get in the community and race and just have a good time. So
Well, we were complimenting your execution throughout the entire race. You definitely have your bones about you in this one, so it's only going to be up from here for you, I can feel.
yeah, well, thank you.
But yeah, great display from both runners. Thank you guys so much for letting us put you on. Any last thoughts?
More of that, please. I don't
What,
care how trash
garbage?
it was. Yeah, because if you lose to garbage, at least you can say it was a garbage seed. There's
That's
nothing I
true.
could have done. But if you win, it's like, dude, just big blame clown routes. You don't get punished for anything.
I guess
Right.
my only thought is thanks for the restream. We're glad we finally got one. We were a little sad we didn't get one after the first game was that 10, 12 seconds apart. So thanks for
Yeah,
doing
well,
that for us.
we couldn't let Pi go the entire Challenge Cup without getting a single restream. So
And what a good one.
yeah, it was a good one for sure.
Stars MVP, clearly.
Thanks.
You know how to pick. You know how to pick the right games.
Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things is that there's so many CC matches and it's just impossible to cover them all. But well,
Well, we
that's how it
appreciate
goes.
the ones you have. So
Yep. Hey, if it happens, it happens. If not, we can't do anything about it.
With that said, I think we're pretty much all out of things to talk about.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Alrighty then, so please do give both of our runners a follow there with the links to the chat, Ty and Kademan, as well as our two commentators, Talon and Gilgamesh, and our striker, Pichu. Merci beaucoup. Pichu, and a thank you to all of you. Let's see, you can go and check out the link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup over here. You can see what all matches are left, who's facing each other next, and so on. And good luck to Pi, who's going to be facing it next. Good luck on that.
Thank you.
Let's see, coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, we continue to have more matches on the schedule tomorrow morning. This is it here for ZSR tonight. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, we'll be starting the day off with the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard E weekly race. Then we'll have another ALttPR CC match. We'll have also Silver Rackets round 3. We'll have Magno versus Kaysden. We'll be putting on their game 2 at noon Eastern, and then if we A, find volunteers, and B, need the match, game 3 will follow immediately after. And also have the Mishcap Randomizer weekly race tomorrow as well, and then we'll be putting on more matches for the CC throughout the week. So keep an eye on scheduling on the CSR channel, ZeldaSpeedRuns Main, ZeldaSpeedRuns 2, ZeldaSpeedRuns _3, and ZeldaSpeedRuns _4 for more action. In the meantime, that shall be it here for us tonight. Thank you for watching all. I'm going to send you on over to someone playing some more ALttPR, and have a good night.